by the combined chorale and concert choirs, accompanied by the Richmond High School Band. Gentlemen, please remove your caps.
Good evening and welcome to Richmond Blue Devil Football, Richmond TV, for Richmond's 2013-2014 school year homecoming. Your Blue Devils coming in at 4-1, first place by themselves in the Blue Water Area Conference. Visiting tonight is the Chiefs from Capac. This is a recently renewed rivalry starting back in 1967 when they started taking football stats. Overall, there's been 27 meetings between these two teams, with the Blue Devils dominating 20 victories and 7 losses. From 1967 to 1980, the Blue Devils dominated, winning 13 and losing 1, posting 6 shutouts against the Chiefs of Capac. The longtime Richmond Blue Devil announcer, Buzz Schmidt, who you can hear in the background, is a quarterback back in the 70s who beat the Chiefs 4 times starting his freshman year. After 19 years, the series came back in 1999 with Capac winning the first one 18-14. Richmond dominated the football game, had over 400 yards and 150 against, but the Blue Devils turned the ball over 4 times inside the old 10. I'm Keith Bartels, joined with Ken Pelarge. This is Richmond TV's broadcast of Richmond Varsity football. Welcome, Ken.
Well, thanks, Keith. Great night to be here. Great night as we've heard about homecoming. Great to see all the faces back. Couldn't ask for better weather, and hopefully we've got a good contest as well.
Absolutely. Harris to kick for the Chiefs. He kicks one, recovered by the Blue Devils. I don't believe he tried for an onside kick, but it ricocheted off of Blue Devils.
I wouldn't think they'd want to with this high explosive offense for the Blue Devils. The last thing you want to do is give them a short field to work on.
Absolutely. Nick Oko, number 84, comes up with that onside kick, we'll call it. Yeah, you're absolutely right. We talked about Capac. Capac needs to slow the game in order to keep it close, as they've been blown out quite a few times this year. They're 1-4, and they hope that homecoming is a distraction. However, momentum early is on the Blue Devil side. Boyd under center. Gives it to Leach, who takes it off tackle left on the outside. He's got room. Gain of about 20 yards.
Right there, just a prime example of how fast Leach really is. Nothing fancy about that. Hand off to the outside and just use the speed to gain about 15.
He was taken down on the 30-yard line of Capac. So one play in, the Blue Devils are knocking on the door. In 2001, the Blue Devils beat the Chiefs 21-7 that year and shared the Blue Water Area Conference title, but the Chiefs of Capac went on to the semifinals that year. Despite losing, they were Division 5, the Devils were 4. Gives it to Leach. Leach shows his speed. He cuts back. Gain of about 8 on the play will bring up 2nd and 2.
Good block by Ottenbacher there on the end to hold him up, hold the defender up and allow Leach to turn that corner.
Coach Glenn News started his coaching career with the rivalry, losing the first 2 and then winning 5 straight before giving up the program for his family. So the Blue Devils have it, 2nd and 2. Motion left. Give it to Skatska. He's got 2 lead blockers out there. Good fill there. I believe he's got the first down.
Number 4, Skatska.
Nice.
Looks like Davila there brought him up. Tried to go for the ball, too. It looked like, tried to strip it out of there.
Jason Tyson, 57, also in on that tackle.
First and 10, Blue Devils with a ball spotted inside the 20. Looks like at about the 18.
So nothing tricky so far from the Devils, and they don't have to do anything tricky. They want to take command and control of this game early. Boyd under center leads his team up. Drops back to pass, shows his athleticism, escaping 21. He's got a man wide open in the end zone.
That's Schmidt. What a play
Jake
by
Schmidt.
Boyd.
Yeah.
You mentioned the athleticism there, Keith, and Boyd definitely showed it on that one. Outran the defenders, drew and bought himself some time and found Schmidt in the back of the end zone.
Yeah, number 21, Jim Detroyer, had the beat on him, and Boyd put a little move on him and then got around the outside and found Jake Schmidt in the back of the end zone on a tight rope. Nice pass, nice catch. Blue Devils 6, waiting the extra point. It is good. Blue Devils 7, Chiefs 0, 10:38 to go in the first. I'm Keith Bartels, Ken Plarge, Jason Robbins on camera. Well, with that play, if you're Capac, you're telling your team, number 21 there, you're outside in. Nothing gets outside of you because, first of all, we said they need to slow down the pace of the game. Given the Blue Devils the ball at the 50-yard line certainly doesn't fit that philosophy. I don't think it was done on purpose. However, the Blue Devils capitalized. We said that the Richmond Blue Devils needed to start on a quick start, jump out early. But the key is, and we've seen this throughout the year a couple times, Coach, is they jump out early, but then they got to keep the pedal down. They got to bury teams, keep them away. Last week against Armada did a nice job milking the clock and didn't allow the Blue Devil offense on the field. So if you're Capac and you want to be successful, you're going to have to march up the field methodically, take a lot of time off the clock to keep that high-octane offense we just saw off the field.
Oh, you got that right. We even saw this against the first game with Marine City, up and down, both teams, scoring at will almost. But let's bring the Imlay City game up as a matter of fact. Slow start, thought they had it in hand. Good teams bury opponents when they have the chance. And let's see if the Blue Devils learned something from that earlier in the year.
As we go, Jordan Adams kick, high, end over end kick. Fielded at the 20. Oh, what a stick.
Ball's out.
Ball's out. Skatska got it. That's number 4. If you're a Chief fan, this is not what you want. What a stick. Skatska, number 4, with the recovery. Blue Devils will take over on the Capac 21-yard line. Well, we said quick start, put the throttle on. Let's see here. Let's see if they go right away for the juggler on a fade route or a pass. Try to score easy and get in Capac's heads.
We're not even 2 minutes in, and we could be up 2 scores just like that.
See what the Chiefs, see what kind of adjustments they've made. Haven't had a lot of time. Boyd under center, offside near side. Give it to Skatska. He's a hard runner in there. Still on his feet. Takes it down to the 1-yard line. Tough, hard run. Gain of about 28 yards.
Good blocking. Capac brought the blitz in. Got picked up well by the Blue Devils. You mentioned Skatska being a good runner. Once that blitz was picked up, it was Skatska basically on his own after that, and he did a great job of breaking it downfield.
First and goal Devils on the 2-yard line of the Chiefs. Once again, knocking on the door in that red zone. Confident group coming up out of the huddle, led by Boyd. Skatska and Jordan Adams behind him, 33, a powerful back linebacker. Gives it to him. That's a touchdown. Inadvertent whistle. False start against the Blue Devils. I didn't see a flag come out, though. Did you, Coach?
I didn't.
Well, that's going to back up the Blue Devils to 1st and goal from the 7th. Nice hard run in there by Jordan Adams. He got in, but it's all for naught with the penalty.
No, they're not going to sit. They'll tell them they got to sit here. Hey, how is
1st and goal.
McKernan, normally playing fullback, playing the left wing spot. Looks like offset eye left, power heavy left. Give it to Jordan inside. Nice hard run and gets most of that back down to the 3. Gain of 4 on the play. Bring up 2nd and goal from the 3.
With a handoff off the left side, gets it down inside the 5.
So in 2001, Capac makes it to the semifinals, loses to Livonia Clarenceville 44-0. And in Clarenceville in the finals, lost to Lumen Christi 49-0. So that puts that would be an argument for seeding teams once they make it to a certain level, because it was obviously a mismatch. We'll get to the Blue Devils semifinal appearance here in a second. McKernan motion near side. Nice block. Nice cut up by. There's a flag on a play. Nice cut up by Skatska. He's about a yard short. I think we might have illegal procedure.
I think McKernan, yeah.
Devin Russo, number 28. So the 3rd
illegal shift against the Blue Devils. In 2003, the Blue Devils went on a miraculous run, made it to the semifinals, beating Yale in the 1st round of the playoffs. 2nd round, they beat Marine City, and then they had a tough matchup against Clintondale in the regional finals to make it to the semis, which is the quarterfinals, and they beat Clintondale all on this field. This is the 10-year anniversary of that season. One of the best in Blue Devil history under Coach Glenn Noose.
2nd goal to goal from the 8-yard line.
So that penalty puts the Blue Devils back again. McKernan motion near side. Give it to Skatska. Sniffed out. Some good adjustments thus far. Taken down by number 2.
It's really been nothing fancy for the Blue Devils. A lot of runs. Boyd made that one play for the touchdown on the first one. But the Capac's probably got the deer in headlight look out of their eyes now. Realized, hey, let's play some football and see what we can do.
I think you're going to see some of that Richmond athleticism on this play with Boyd and maybe Jake Schmidt back of the end zone. So we're offset. McKernan comes in motion near side. Play action pass. Touchdown, Jake Schmidt.
Good call, Coach Bartels. Great throw, great catch. Good job by Schmidt dragging that back foot in the end zone.
Yeah, the over-the-shoulder catch is a tough catch to make, but Boyd, excellent throw there. Put it where he's the only one that could catch it. He made a very nice catch on that pass. Touchdown, Blue Devils. Good play action pass. You're running the ball and you're running the ball successfully. That drew those linebackers up in those ends. Very well blocked by that line. Schmidt he had his guy beat by a step or two. Wasn't wide open, but perfectly thrown ball. Extra point by Kuntze is good. That makes it 8:01 first. Blue Devils 14, Chiefs nothing. Keith Bartels, Ken Ballarge, Jason Robbins, producer and camera.
Homecoming 2013.
Great start for the Blue Devil faithful. Check us out on www.richmondtv.org. Check us out. Check out all our local programming, and if you want any copies of any of the programming, click on the email us link. Let us know what you want, and we will certainly make those for you. They're great stocking stuffers, great gifts for out-of-towners or relatives. You want to show your children, whether they're in a parade or in a sporting event or local events. Great stocking stuffers to share with your family and friends that are out of town. Blue Devils 14, Chiefs 0. Chiefs haven't even had an offensive play, and they're down 14-0. This is exactly what they didn't want to happen. This is exactly what the Blue Devils were hoping for.
You talked about it early, if homecoming could be a distraction. It certainly hasn't appeared that way. Great start by by the Blue Devils. Good job by the Richmond cheerleading crew down on the field. We've got them all here. We've got the middle schoolers. We've got the high schoolers. We've got alumni. Great to see Kelly Mathis's program well represented down there tonight.
Jordan Adams' kick, high end-over-end kick, will be fielded at the 10-yard line. Number 13. Blue Devils doing a nice job staying in their lanes. 13, Brendan Gold takes it up to the 23-yard line. So Capac gets the ball for the first time with 7:55. They would want nothing better than run the rest of the clock in this quarter and make it a 14-7 ball game. We'll see what happens.
Much easier said than done.
Number 7, Brent Bowers at quarterback. Motion near side. Off tackle, power play right. Host of Blue Devils in on that tackle.
That play certainly didn't fool anybody.
I don't think he gained anything. Capac Chiefs will run a double tight Delaware wing T. They'll have a single back behind their quarterback with 2 wings. Sometimes they'll split them out. Like right here, number 11's coming near side. Tight end, far right with the wing. They have 2 wings. Delaware wing T with a flanker. Motion left. Gives it to 24. Sniffed out by Brady LaFleur, 82. Big play. He's been having a monster year. The Blue Devils started out the season with a very, very tough home loss on the last seconds. We talked about it earlier. You hit on it, Coach. It was up and down. We said whoever had the ball last would win that game, and it didn't end up that way, as Marine City stuffed the play at the goal. 6:46 to go first. Blue Devils up big. Boyers under center, flanker near side. He's rolling right. Good boot pass. He's under pressure.
Incomplete.
Nice defense there by 81.
Ottenbacher.
Number 2 had it for a second. Jeremy Webster over the middle. And it would have been good for, well, no, it wouldn't have. It would have been.
It was still pretty short, but all for naught as Ottenbacher got in there, got a hand on the ball, knocked it out, and brought up a 4th and very long.
Nice defense there as Leach.
So about 1 minute and 25 seconds off the clock. Certainly not what Capac wanted, and the clock stopped now, too, on the incompletion.
Leach and Brett Zalowski deep. As Kyle Klug, 85. Tristan Davila.
Leach with a lot of dancing around.
Yeah, covered a lot of acres, but not very many north and south.
Still short field for the Blue Devils.
Blue Devils start this drive on their Capac 44-yard line, 43-yard line. Blue Devils starting field position so far has been the 50, this one on the 44, and the 21, 22-yard line. Not what Capac wanted.
And Capac hasn't even crossed their own 20.
Boyd under center. Leach near side. Ottenbacher split left side. Drops back to pass. You're going to have an illegal procedure on the play. Oh, that's Brett Zalowski. Very good athlete. Gain of about 32 on the play, but there is a flag.
Out on the left side. Gets it down inside the 25, 20-yard line before he's brought down by Jeremy Webster. Flag on the play.
Look at the chain game.
Offside.
Yep, offside
Defense.
against the defense. Penalties declined, so that nice pass by Boyd, catch and run by Zalowski after.
And really nothing fancy about the pass and catch. Quick snap. Boyd takes it. Quick 2-step drop. Hits Zalowski on the far side, and he did the rest.
Yep, just playing catch. Good hard running tonight. We were wondering how Blue Devils would come out against a team that they thought they should beat.
They're looking every bit like it.
Zalowski split far side, Leach near side, Skatska behind Evans.
Number 4, Stasker with a handoff off the right side. Gets it close to the 15.
We talked about running out the clock in this quarter. I didn't think it'd be the Blue Devils that were trying it.
So to make it second down. Looks like
Skatska gained about 4.
7, so a gain of 3.
2nd and 6 with 5:26 to go in the first.
Ball's on the 16-yard line of Capac.
Leach split near side. Zalowski still left as Boyd brings his offense under center. Offset eye left. It's back to pass that fade route pass. Nice tight pass to Leach. Touchdown Blue Devils. That's Boyd's 3rd touchdown pass in the first quarter. He's having quite the game.
That's Boyd's 3rd touchdown pass in the first 6 minutes and 55 seconds.
Doesn't get any easier than that. There was quite a bit of separation there from Leach. Perfectly thrown ball. Pending the extra point. Blue Devils taking care of business in the first period. They've definitely come to play tonight, not looking past an opponent that they should beat. It's good to see. Kunce's kick is down, up, and good. That makes it Blue Devils 21, Chiefs 0 with 5:05 to go in the first. Keith Bartels, Ken Blarge, Jason Robbins producing and on camera. Well, there's some good football games this weekend. We got Spartans playing at the ever tough Kennick Stadium of Iowa. You have your later Big Ten kickoff. Michigan home against the Golden Gophers for the Jug. And then the primetime game that night, Ohio State travels to Evanston to take on a very good Northwestern team. And then, of course, all your Lion fans out there excited about your chances in Lambeau Field.
Playoff baseball.
Playoff baseball tonight, today.
Big sports weekend. You got to love the fall.
Great sports weekend. This the only thing we don't have is fall weather, but we'll take this. The varsity boys soccer team is 2-0 this week in their matchups, beating Yale 2-0 on Monday night, and Wednesday night beating a rival Croswell Lexington 1-0. As Coach Kunce does a nice job keeping that program strong. Not too many years removed from his state championship team. He's also the girls' coach at Richmond. So Jordan Adams the kick. High end over end kick. Fielded by 24 at the 12-yard line.
Look at that speed by Leach.
Taken down immediately by Leach. And Jordan Adams, the kicker, was in on that as well. Kept running down as a hitman there. It was 24, Devin Hessel on the carry. So the Chiefs will take over on their own 16, 17-yard line. Now, Capac's, they're pretty. I'm looking over at their sidelines and their line. They got some pretty big boys. They're just not producing right now. So we got double split motion near side. Boris gives it up the center to 32. Brad Harris, biggest play so far for the Chiefs.
First time they've crossed the 20.
Be 2nd and 3 for the Chiefs.
Ball spotted on the 25-yard line.
Well, if you're the Chiefs, I think you know, obviously you're down 21-0, nothing's going your way, but you certainly are in no hurry because you want to try to get some momentum and work the clock so it doesn't get out of hand for you.
Exactly. Still a lot to work on.
Bowers under center. Under pressure from Brady LaFleur, throws it up.
Oh, tipped and caught.
Tipped and caught. I think that was
Brad Harris comes down with it.
Harris comes down with it. Tipped by McKernan. That's the old tip drill there. First down for the Chiefs.
McKernan did the right thing, went up, got it at the highest point. Unfortunately, didn't bat it down. Stayed up in the air and landed right in Harris's hands.
What the hell, Jake McKernan?
So, 37-yard line. Sweep near side by 13. He's got blockers. Nice cut, and he's hit hard by Jordan Adams. It's going to be close. It's right in front of us. Very close to a first down.
They're moving the chains.
13, Brendan Gold on a nice carry. Jordan Adams did light him up, but you want to light him up before a 10-yard gain. So Boyers brings his Chiefs in the Delaware wing tee, drops back to pass. He was under pressure. Not a lot of time. It's 53. Adam.
It was 63, I think. Anthony Hinojosa.
Yeah, 63. Hino putting the pressure on. Ball didn't come out of the quarterback's hand quite right with that pressure and hit as he was throwing. Bring up 2nd and 10 for the Chiefs. Number 11, Marcus Sherman, splits the far side, double tight, wing T, 24 motion cross, toss sweep to 32 Harris. He's hit immediately by number 79, Austin Peltier, in the backfield. Loss of 1 on the play, bring up 3rd and 11.
You really take that tip play away.
Oh, yeah, it's.
I mean, this is would have probably been another 2 or 3 and out. 3 and 0.
Yeah, the Chiefs have been moving backwards. They did have a good toss sweep this side, but it was after that tip play, which keeps a little bit of momentum going. So Boyers comes up, split right, split left, wing T behind him. Rolls right, he's under pressure, throws it away as Jordan Adams gets in there.
Pass on the left side goes incomplete.
Brett Bowers, the quarterback, he's going to be running a lot tonight if his line doesn't start communicating and making blocks. That'll bring up a 4th and 11.
And about 11 yards for Capac.
Normally down 21, you'd think you'd at least think about going forward here on 4-down territory, but again, you don't want to give the Blue Devils a short field. Punt it away. Hope your defense can stop them.
Absolutely. A little bit too early. I would say that right now you want to make the Blue Devils go the distance, see if they can, which we both know they can. We've seen them quite a bit all year. Nice end over end punt, fielded by Zalaski.
Makes the first 2 miss.
The kick taken by Zalaski at around the 15.
I think he ran into his own guy. Peltier blocked the defender back into him.
Yep. Number 57, Jason Tyson, with a big hit on him. Blue Devils take over on their own 20. Worst field position so far for the Devils. Boyd drops back to pass. It's a screen. There's his athleticism, able to get away and complete the pass to Leach.
Look at Leach breaking tackles. Oh, careful. There's a late hit.
Complete the Leach out here in the right side to around the 30-yard line before he's brought down by a
yeah, there's late hit there on Schmidt. Behind the play after it went. Nice play there by Boyd to escape that pressure. He was under heavy pressure, and then good job by Leach to come back to his quarterback.
At the end of the play, Schmidt knew the whistle had blown. He was coming in trying to knock a defender off. Right away, checked, made sure the Capac player was okay, and how he meant no harm on it. But again, whistle blown.
Yeah, he was about 2 seconds too late on that hit. So 2:06 to go in the first. That'll back the Blue Devils up, but they're up 21-0 against the Chiefs.
Still a first down.
First and
10. Back on the 20s, like
yep, spot foul.
Almost like a redo.
Yep, spot foul. So you got Ottenbacher split near side. You got Zalaski split far side. Timeout, Capac.
Timeout, Blue Devils.
That offensive line, I believe that last play, why they were under such heavy pressure, I believe it was a screen.
That's what I was going to say. It wasn't. They wanted him to come in, or the line let him come in, But the athleticism and speed of the Blue Devils there showed. Even the line had enough speed to catch up and force that screen pass.
I'm sure the coach will correct that, though, to tell him to hold their blocks for another second. Give your quarterback a chance. His athletic ability, Boyd's allowed him to escape that pressure because they were on him in a hurry. And you run a screen pass, you want them on you, but not that fast. So, coming out of timeout, see what Capac talking about here. They're trying to make some adjustments because the Blue Devils have been able to move the ball.
Got Ottenbacher near side.
Zalowski splitting far side.
Wouldn't be surprised to see something deep here, maybe.
Got Jordan Adams in the tailback position. Nick Gramzo in front of him. Jordan Adams takes it off tackle. Nice job by 32 Harris.
Adams with a handoff brought down there immediately by number 20.
Harris hasn't had a bad game. He caught that one deflection. A couple nice runs up the middle.
Loss on the play of about 1, so it's going to make it 2nd and 11 with the ball spotted at the Blue Devil 19-yard line.
So a loss on the play. Good pursuit by the Chief linebacker. See what the Blue Devils have dialed up here. Same formation. Ottenbacher split near side. Zalowski split far side. Gramzo and Jordan behind Boyd. Boyd rolling left. Good stiff arm. Taken out of bounds by number 2.
A little extracurricular on that sideline. Late flag in.
Jeremy Webster was getting, I saw Webster when he rolled over. He kind of pushed Boyd back down. That should be against the Chiefs. Yep, it was on 2. He was a little too aggressive thereafter, and you're down 21-0. Another team's homecoming and a rivalry of late. A little frustration.
Exactly. I think it's a great job by the officials, though, right away. Let's knock it off. Let's clean it up. Take care of it early. Don't let this thing get out of hand.
Yep, and if you're the Chiefs coach, you want to talk to your players as well. There's one thing, questionable late hit out of bounds, but that was 3-4 yards out of bounds with
the roll. I really think you hit the nail on the head. I think it was the little extra roll after with the push down to get up.
Yep. So Boyd under center, same formation.
Here comes Capac.
Slant pass to Zalowski. Nice pitch and catch. That will be good for a Blue Devil first down. Nice slant route.
Great job by the line picking up the blitz from Capac. Quick two-step drop by Boyd. Get rid of the ball in a hurry.
Yep, nice route, nice catch, good timing. One thing there, though, coach will probably tell Zalowski to catch that ball and keep going.
Exactly. Slow down, let the defender catch up to him.
Yep, you let the defense catch up to you, and you let the pursuit catch up to you. And then, instead of gaining another 5 yards, you just catch it and you stop right there. So, Boyd toss sweep near side. Jordan Adams, nice cutback. He'll gain about 4 on the play. Depending on when this ball is spotted, it might be the last play of the first.
Number 28. Gain on the play of about 3. It's going to make it 2nd and
Well, the Blue
7.
Devils don't have to snap it if they don't want to, with the whistle being blown with 22 seconds. And they will not. They know it, and they looked at the official and saw him blow it at 22 seconds. So there will be no delay of game here as the Blue Devils come to the sidelines. That offensive line in there doing a nice job. 55, Adam Boyd.
And that'll be the end of the first quarter.
68, Nate Young.
Well, certainly a quarter dominated by the Blue Devils. That first 6 minutes, Capac didn't really know what hit him.
No, they didn't. 2 plays after the failed onside kick. So that makes it end of the first. Blue Devils 21, Chiefs nothing on a beautiful homecoming night in Ben Bolt Stadium. Blue Devils scoring on 3 Ryan Boyd touchdown passes.
2 to Schmidt.
His younger brother, Logan, is a 7th grader, also a quarterback. He threw a couple touchdown passes this week as well. So we're getting ready to start the second here. Keith Bartels, Ken Plarge, Jason Robbins. Richmond football brought to you by Richmond TV. Blue Devils coming out in a near spread situation. Twins near side motion, leads far side.
Raffle at the same time of the athletic boosters.
Screen pass to McKernan. He's still on his feet. Nice screen
Nice
play there.
Good job. Bring the pursuit away from you. Come back with a screen pass near side. McKernan makes a few defenders miss and picks up the first down for the Blue Devils.
Well, McKernan was smart there too, because he had he had a couple Chiefs on his legs, and he saw 2 coming that wanted to light him up, and he ducked under the contact. That was a heads-up play. Good for a Blue Devil first down on the Chiefs' 34-yard line, 33. McKernan at fullback, Ottenbacher split far side, Zalowski near side, Leach back at tailback. Fumble on the play.
Capac's got it.
Capac's got it. Number 2. Jeremy Webster with the fumble recovery. I'm not sure that McKernan ever got that ball. It looked like that ball popped right out of there right away.
It did. Looks like when he went to hit it in there, like you said, Keith, it popped right back out. Another bounce going Capac's way, bounced right to the defender.
Well, the Capac faithful will certainly take a bounce. So the Chiefs will take over on their own 31-yard line, 1st and 10. Flanker near side, wing T, motion near side. Boyers gives it to McKernan. Nice play.
Great wrap up.
Brendan Gold, no gain on the play. Loss of 1 on the play, bring up 2nd and 11.
Loss on the play of about 2. It's going to make it 2nd and 12.
We mentioned this early, Keith, how good teams put their opponents away when they have the chance. Capac's really fortunate they're not down 35 already.
Up 2 in motion, that's a flag. And it's picked. Oh, should have hit the ground.
Broken up by Skatska.
Skatska, nice play on the ball. I couldn't quite tell if it hit the ground or not. He's acting as if he caught it. He may have.
I thought he had an argument for it, but obviously we can't go upstairs.
No, he bobbled it, and then as he was bobbling as he was moving forward, and as he was moving forward, it looked like he got both.
I thought he tucked both hands underneath both arms, yeah.
But either way, 2 in motion on the Chiefs. As a coach, you scratch your head when that happens.
2nd, about 16.
Split right, split left, wing T behind Bowers. Inside hand up, nope.
Brady, there's a hold on.
Oh, Jordan Adams.
Wow.
Comes from the outside linebacker spot. What a hit by Adams on that. He was eyeing him up the whole time with his pursuit. Didn't over pursuit, and he was just waiting and lowered the boom. Nice hit by 33.
LaFleur, I'm not sure you mentioned LaFleur with good pursuit on this side. Totally got his jersey grabbed. No call on the play.
Well, you hate to say it, but, when games get like this, officials sometimes hold their flags. Yeah, I mean, you hate to say that.
I hate that. It doesn't serve any purpose. It doesn't help the kids at all. Somebody could get hurt that way.
Nice run up the middle there for the Chiefs. Will bring up 4th and 10, gain of about 8 on the play. 13
Up there goes
gold.
to number 28, Devin Russo. Short gain on the play before he brought
Yeah, well,
down
here's
Devin
when you're
Skaggs.
looking at
And
that.
missed
Here's the
penalty,
problem
number
with that.
78.
Okay, you're up. You've been around football your whole life. I've been around football your whole life. There's
Gain of 6 on the
games
play.
now. I would be shocked, but there's games where you go up big and you're up 21, you're up 3 touchdowns, 4 touchdowns, and then momentum switches and the other team eats their way back. That's why as an official, you got to call the game you see.
Exactly.
So Zalowski and Leach deep for the Chiefs punt by 85. Davila, 82 is lucky there. Brady LaFleur, that almost hit him. But is that the two backs get, yelling poison, get away, whatever their call is there? Almost an unfortunate break for the Blue Devils with 9:02 to go in the first. Blue Devils 21, Chiefs nothing.
Been all Blue Devils early so far here at homecoming. Couple bad bounces, the fumble, the tipped interception, or the tipped completion, and then the interception. You want to see what happens.
Zalowski near side. McKernan. Here comes the blitz. Picked up well. Nice job by Skatska. Good hustle there by Schmidt to dive after that deflected pass. Boyd doing a nice job getting away from that pressure. Initially blocked well, because that was an all-out 9 guys coming at you.
Really no other choice for Capac at this time.
Well, if you can block it right and get somebody up the seam, you can touch that for big plays, because Capac traditionally runs a 5-2 stunt slant defense, which is gap responsibilities. Well, when you have all your gap responsibilities covered and you send the house, if there's a crack in that gap, they have a chance to go the yard.
And then they have some decorated corn stalks for second prize and third prize.
So Leach splits out far side, Zalowski near side, Boyd under center.
Second 10 Blue Devils.
McKernan coming in motion. No gain on the play.
McKernan did what you talked about with Zalowski on the last time. He slowed down again. I know what he was thinking. He wanted to gather his feet and go. But when he slowed down like that, it totally allowed the defenders to catch up and bring him down for no gain on that one. He needed to keep going, catch that one, and keep going. Boyd needs to throw it a little bit further, too. Lead him a little bit more.
Yeah, but you're right. You want to catch that and go. So it'll bring up a 3rd and long for the Blue Devils. Haven't had any of these so far in the game as they lead 21-0. We have Boyd in the shotgun. Boyd drops back. He's got Zalowski. He's got him wide open. Nice pass. Ball's incomplete. That's one of those plays where you're too open.
Obviously wide open on that play, and Zalowski's going to come back to the bench and say, my bad, Ryan, on that one. But it's funny, the first few plays of this game, you saw Leach, simple tosses wide, run 8-9 yards of crack. We haven't seen that since the first series.
Well, the Blue Devils, the punt, McKernan punts. Yeah, that's a tough break because you're so wide open and there's nothing but green grass in front of you, and you're thinking touchdown or moving before you. Nice punt, end over end, fielded by 24. Helson. Devin Skatska hitting him hard. He fumbled it, but he was out of bounds. So the Chiefs will take over on their own 37-yard line. Yeah, you're right. Brett Zalowski will, he'll go over to McKernan and say, hey, my bad, I'll get the next one.
Boyd, yeah, great throw by Boyd, right on the money. But I won't be surprised to see the running game come back here in the second half, if not the next series for the Blue Devils.
So, with 7:50 to go, Chiefs take over. 37-yard line. Sherman splitting near side.
Oh, Brady LaFleur.
Yeah, Brady LaFleur coming down on a fullback or on a defensive end.
Brady LaFleur, number 82.
He hit him hard.
Short gain on the play is going to make it 2-9.
Came right down that line of scrimmage and lit him up.
Ball spotted at the 36.5.
See, we're noticing now, Capac's kind of taking their time, trying to keep this game close, get some breaks going their way.
Oh, exactly. They're not out of this by any stretch.
Boyers gives it to Harris off tackle, left. Gain of about 3 on the play, bring up 3rd and 7. Well, the Blue Devils shot themselves in the foot the last 2 drives with a fumble on the Chiefs' 30 going in, driving and scoring, and then they also they had a drop on about the 25, 20-yard line.
Ball spotted on the 40-yard line.
3rd and 7, see what the Chiefs have dialed up here. Sherman now split left side. We have flanker right, slot receiver. Shotgun for Boyers.
That's a forward pass.
Yep, incomplete pass to Harris. Right idea, but they need to take their time on that.
They are. They're rushing. They're really rushing those screen passes. Not a bad call by the Chiefs. Richmond's getting a lot of pursuit, a lot of pressure on the quarterback. See if they can't sneak a quick screen on him, but they're rushing it. I mean, quick throw there. Not a lot of touch on it. And falls incomplete.
So 85, Davila back to punt to Leach and Zalowski. Nice high punt to Leach. He catches it. Runs up the middle. Nice little return.
Nice job by Leach running that dead north and south. Wasn't going to get a big one. If he broke a tackle, maybe, but he picked up a good 5-6 yards on a good punt by the Chiefs.
Aaron Glombowski, number 4 on the tackle. 6:19 to go. Second period. Quarter.
I know the hockey season started, but
this week, So the Blue Devils take over on their own 37-yard line. Boyd under center. Fakes inside handoff, rolls right. Harris is on him. Throws a nice comeback pass. Out of bounds.
Good bit of arm strength shown by Boyd there on that one.
Yeah, that was nice throw on the run. The guy over there on the sticks, though, he's got to drop those sticks quicker. I don't know who that is, but you got to drop them. That's the referee's telling them, drop the sticks. Because you keep those sticks up and a kid comes in and hits them, you can get hurt.
Get hurt, exactly.
Because Ottenbacher did crash into it. Got caught up watching the game, I think. So Boyd brings the offense up. We got twins near side, Ottenbacher and Zalowski. Skatska to the back with McKernan in front of him. Rolls right. Nice pitch and catch.
Boyd's pass complete.
He's calling it incomplete. He wasn't. He was running up like he was spotting it, like he caught it, but it was incomplete. Another one though, nice tight rope, nice catch, just out of bounds.
So it'll make it 3rd and 10.
3rd down for the Blue Devils.
It's funny, we know how well Richmond can run the ball. Seeing a lot of passing here, keeping the Chiefs in this one.
There's that stunt blitz. They go to Zalowski again. Boyd's pass just a little overthrown, so now you got 4th and 10.
Pass goes incomplete, intended for Zalowski, defending on it.
5:59 to go. Blue Devils scored 2 touchdowns, 3 touchdowns in the first 6 minutes. Have gone cold since. Give credit to the Capac Chief defense. But you're also right, too, though. You run the ball. Opens up your passing game. We're switching our philosophy, trying to throw it to open up the run.
Well, you think about it. The first possession, it was Leach on the outside, Zalaski on the outside, and then it opened up the pass like you said. We haven't seen a run, since those series.
McKernan's punt. Is that going to be a
Is that going to be a 5 or a 15? Yeah, automatic first down maybe.
His leg was still up, but let's see what they call. Waiting to see what Dennis Clark says here. He's the head official. He's a good one. Personal foul. That might be what the Blue Devils needed to get that momentum back. That'll give him 15 yards. Kernan doing a nice job of holding that leg up there.
He did. Doesn't hurt that he's about 6'2" either.
No, and that just shows how athletic he is, too. So that'll hurt the Chiefs slowly. There's a big goose egg for them on the scoreboard, but slowly they were getting themselves at least.
Well, they're getting some confidence that they can stop them. I mean, the last possession for Richmond only took about 20 seconds off the clock.
Right.
3 incomplete passes just like that, so not a lot of time went off the clock. They were going to get the ball back. Anything can happen. A quick score by the Chiefs. They're right back in it. Now it's 1st and 10 for the Blue Devils.
Inside handoff to.
No, Boyd kept it.
It's that read option by Boyd. Maybe a gain of a yard on the play, bring up 2nd and 9. Blue Devils there were twins right and twins left.
Short gain on the play, 2nd and 9. With all those parents and students involved with
5:26 and counting to go. Blue Devils on the Chief. 48-yard line.
To the south end of the stadium on the Richmond Blue Devils side of the
See
track.
what Coach Coker has dialed up here with 5:12 to go.
All those involved with the homecoming festivities at halftime, please
He's
move
got
down to the south end
Schmidt split near side.
of the track.
He's got
on the
trips
Blue Devils
left.
side.
Boyd in the shotgun. Boyd back to pass. He's under pressure. He escapes. Taken down by number 2, Jeremy Webster, who had a unsportsmanlike roughing penalty. Looked like he was yapping a little bit after that play too. Good scramble, good decision by Boyd to tuck it and run.
Keep the clock moving.
Gained about 9 on the play. 1st and 10 on the Chiefs' 38-yard line.
Well, you can already see the Blue Devils this series slowing it down, being more patient. You put together a nice drive here, you score heading into halftime, you're up 4 scores.
Boyd in the shotgun. Takes a snap. Inside handoff.
Good job by Skatska to keep those legs going.
Yeah, because 21, Detroyer met him immediately in the backfield. What could have been a loss
turned into a gain of about 3.
So it'll bring up 2nd and 7. Strong leg, strong kid. Had a lower center of gravity.
On a Capac 36-yard line.
Boyd running into play. Same formation, twins right and left. Boyd in the shotgun. Nice defense there by 28.
Boyd's pass intended for Zalaski.
Devin
Russo.
Russo.
Nice tip.
Depending on the play,
Good route. Good route.
Good route. He had it.
Just didn't get the ball quite high enough. That's a tough pass. Dump it over the outstretched defender.
Yeah, he had Leach running deep to run off the safety, and then he had Zalaski cutting in behind him, but well defended by the Chiefs. They didn't blitz on that one. They left their linebackers back. With 3rd and 7, let's see if the Chiefs send everybody on this one.
I'm guessing 4 down territory.
Yeah, it's a little bit out of Kunce's range. Only a sophomore. He's got a good boot, though. .55 in on the sack.
Farrow.
Yep, Zach Farrow.
Nice play by number 55, Zach Farrow. Loss on the play, takes it back.
Blue Devils letting the Chiefs stick around.
They're going to send the punt team in. Not a bad call here. Pin him down. Obviously, Capac hasn't been able to muster up anything offensively.
A little surprised that the Blue Devils went away from the run. McKernan back to punt. 24. Helson to return. Nice snap. Kicks down. And that's going to roll into the end zone.
Take a Capac bounce into the end zone.
So the Chiefs will take over with 2:38 to go in the second on their own 20. If you're the Chiefs, you got to be happy right now.
Oh, absolutely. Hanging around. I mean, you withdrew you withstood the storm the first 6 minutes, and really Richmond hasn't been able to muster anything up. They moved the ball, between the 20s fairly well. But like we said, we've gotten away from the run. We're seeing a lot of passing, stopping the clock, keeping Capac in the game.
So far, the Chiefs or the Blue Devil defense has come to play as the Chiefs haven't been able to muster up much on offense. Inside trap, host the Blue Devils led by LaFleur.
Handoff goes to Harris, number 32. Met there by
Gain of maybe a 1 on the play. It'll bring up 2nd and 9 with 2:24 to go. Well, if you're the Chiefs,
ball spotted on the 21-yard line.
Obviously you'd like to score here, but you're content going in at halftime down 21-0.
Oh, absolutely.
Because it was 21-0 within the first 6 minutes of this game, and you've basically played even for a quarter and a half.
We've talked about how great teams put the teams away when they should.
Boyer's under center. Tripped up by McKernan. 24, Helsel.
We'll see here, too, about Capac. They've got a couple timeouts to spend. We'll see how they handle this last 2 minutes.
Depends on what happens on this play at 3rd and 4. This play right here will determine what they do. If they don't get it here, they won't be calling timeout. They'll want it to keep going.
They'll want it to keep going.
And then if you're the Blue Devils, you got to think timeout. Because we know that high-octane offense can score in a heartbeat for the Blue Devils. Sweep left, met immediately.
Timeout. Good call, Coach Bartels.
By 81, Ottenbacher.
72, James Lamb.
Got to be careful. I'm sure they'll try and put some pressure on the punt here. Obviously, you don't want to do anything silly. You don't want to hit the punter. Get it away, get that return set up, see if Zalaski or Leach can't break one here. You're going to have great field position. You're going to have plenty of time. There's 1:15 still on the clock. So really no rush for the Blue Devils.
No, you have plenty of time.
We'll have 2 timeouts remaining.
And with the clock stopping on first downs, and you have Boyd's arm, and you have
Leach's speed.
You have Ottenbacher's height, you got Schmidt's height, you got McKernan's height. You got a lot of weapons and a very good offensive line. See what the Blue Devils dial up here if they're going to come try to block it. The Chiefs come out. Obvious punt situation. Leach and Zalaski are deep, so probably playing the return here.
Yeah, you don't want to do anything silly either. Catch the ball, run north and south.
And if it's short, even fair catch it so it doesn't bounce.
Give your offense enough time.
Angle kick away from Zalaski. He grabs it. Nice job. Zalaski makes a man miss. He's got a lane.
All flag down. All for naught.
Excellent. He hit that lane well.
There's 2 flags down. I think they're going to call a legal block back here at the 38. That's a bad call if that's it.
45-yard kickoff return. Nice return by Zalaski. All for naught with 2 flags on the play. 28, Russo on the tackle. Saved a touchdown.
Wow, I can't believe they called that one on the 42. That's a bad call.
I didn't see it. That flag came out late.
It was. I mean, you're looking at.
Oh, yeah, they're going to back it up from here, so that's 10 yards. You're going to have the ball on your own, 31-yard line?
You're looking at about a 40-yard.
You're going to have the ball on your own 34-yard line. Well, against Marine City, they threw out of their own end zone, so this is the definite confidence in your talented senior quarterback. Boyd in the shotgun has time.
Short of the first down.
Boyd's pass.
It must be a timeout.
Completes Zlaski out here on the left side. Depending on the play, Webster.
Yeah, I was going to say, why did he stop the clock? Because he didn't go out of bounds, so he did call a timeout. That's Blue Devils' second timeout. They have one remaining.
Coach must have been right in his ear because he was stopping the clock as soon as that thing was caught. He's smiling. He's smiling. He knows it.
That might be one of those plays where you're almost better off if he doesn't catch it.
True. You think they wanted to get out of bounds.
Yeah.
Throw was short, went down and caught it. So now you got one timeout left. Still need about 40 yards.
So the Blue Devils one timeout, 2nd and 3 on their 41-yard line with 53.3 seconds to go. Blue Devils came out just a gunning, scored 3 touchdowns early to take a 21-0 lead, and that's where we sit after turnovers and some sloppy play. Boyd in the shotgun.
Here they
comes
come.
The blitz.
Get out of bounds.
Zalaski. Smart play. They missed a hold on that blitz. It might be a makeup call for that one that you saw. So, nice pitch, catch. Zalaski heads up play, gets out of bounds.
The ball spotted at the Capac 46-yard line.
Ball's on the Chiefs 45 with 48.5 to go. Plenty of time with the timeout and the clock stopping after first downs, and if they give that much of a cushion.
Oh, exactly. They're certainly showing a lot of respect for the receivers.
Nothing behind them is probably what they're yelling. Boyd in the shotgun.
Got Leach.
Wide open.
He blew right by him at the line. Blew right by him.
That was a nice throw.
He never even set his feet.
He's got a nice throw. 41.6 seconds to go. With a timeout, no hurry here. Boyd and the Blue Devils hurry up. Clock starts. Give it to Leach.
Spins off one. We'll probably see a timeout here.
Yep. Last timeout. 32.6 seconds to go. Leach gains about 3 on the play. Brings second and goal. Looks like on the Blue Devil 4-yard line. Blue Devils out of timeouts.
Ball's being spotted around the 5-yard line, so a gain on the play. It's going to make it second and goal from the 5.
This is shades of Marine City all over again. You have the ball with no timeouts and second down, 32.6 seconds to go. See what the Blue Devils dial up. Against Marine City, they ran 2 straight runs and didn't get in. And they put time back on the clock, tried to quarterback sneak, didn't get in.
You think you're probably going to see Schmidt. You'd think you'd see Schmidt. You might see McKernan.
Zalaski. Well,
you've got so many options.
Well, the ball's on the far hash. You got
Boyd.
Who has he's got a cannon. He's quick. He's athletic. He's got a good head on his shoulders. I'd put it in his hands, have him roll this way, and have him make a decision.
Exactly. Definitely throw the ball, though, because you need that clock stopped if he doesn't get in.
Zalaski split near side. Boyd shotgun. Hitch and go.
Picked off. It's picked off.
Picked off.
Boyd's pass is
tipped again. In and out of the hands.
Yeah, it was picked off, and that's one of those timing plays that the timing looked like it was blown up a little bit there.
You know what, though? You made a great point earlier. why are you staying on the near side of the field? You've got all these weapons. You've got all this space on this side. Drag it this way.
Well, if you sprint action Boyd to this side, you have 75% of the field in front of them.
Exactly.
You have space with athletes. You got Leach, Boyd. You got your big, tall receivers. And you tell
you're bunching it out. You're putting too many people in too small of a space on that far side, taking all your athleticism away.
So the Chiefs dodge another bullet there as the Blue Devils were knocking on the door. They will. Chiefs won't be in a hurry here as they pick it off in the end zone, stopping a Blue Devil drive. Blue Devils on 3 or 4 consecutive offensive possessions have shot themselves in the foot, whether it be penalties, turnovers. So we'll see. We'll be right back after the halftime
festivities.
Homecoming 2013. See if the Blue Devils come back and ground and pound a little bit more in the second half. We'll be back. Keith Bartels, Ken Plars, Jason Robbins. Well, as we get ready to start the third quarter here on Richmond TV, www.richmondtv.org, Keith Bartels, Ken Plars, produced by Jason Robbins. We're going to go over some first half stats here. First downs, Capac 2, the Chiefs 14. And rushing, the 27 attempts, Capac's 13 attempts, 27 yards. 16 attempts for the Blue Devils with 67 yards as Jordan Adams tees it up to get ready for the second half. Still waiting on the Chiefs to take their positions. Passing yards for the Blue Devils and Boyd, 151 yards. The Chiefs have 13 yards. The attempts, 1 for 5 for the Chiefs. For the Devils, 9 out of 17 attempts, 9 completions, 1 interception, a costly one at the end of the first half that would have put the Devils up 4 scores. Penalties, 3 penalties for the Chiefs for 35 yards, 3 for the Blue Devils for 42 yards. Total yards, Chiefs had 18 plays for 40 yards. Blue Devils had 33 plays for 218 yards. Chiefs averaging 2.2 yards per play, with the Blue Devils scoring 6.8 yards per play. So given that, and first 6 minutes, 21 points for the Blue Devils. The next 18 minutes, no points for anybody. So given that, Mr. Plarsh, what would be your out-of-whack stat?
I've got a couple. I want to say you've got the 21 points in 6 minutes and then 18 minutes with nothing. I want to see the ball run more. I know it's a 50-50 split, but you ran early, you opened up the pass, and now you were trying to throw to maybe sneak in a run. I think their out-of-whack stat is the 50-50 split runs and passes. But that's why I'm up here.
13, Brendan Gold on the return, tripped up by the kicker Jordan Adams, who's been a headhunter on the kickoffs. Had some big hits on defense, too. Well, I understand that. You're 50-50. You want to be balanced. However, you don't want to abandon one. They got up early and they were trying to bury him quickly by throwing the ball, whereas they didn't do that in their first score, setting them up with runs. Bishop takes it up inside, gain of about 8 on the play, bring up 2nd and 2 for the Chiefs.
Real fast to touch on that, too. Richmond's much more athletic than the Chiefs. They're faster.
Stronger.
They're probably stronger, as it showed. But there's nobody on the field that can catch Leach when he's running north and south. The first couple plays, got the end, took it up 8-9 yards a crack. We haven't seen that since. That was one of the main reasons why I want to see get the ball in Leach's hands, get the ball in your weapons' hands, let them make plays, let them score. I know that Ryan is one of the bigger weapons for the Blue Devils, but let's not get away from the run quite yet.
Rolling, being chased by LaFleur. Under pressure, Boyers throws it away. It'll bring up 3rd and a long one.
Gold was open, however, he was on the sideline for the Chiefs.
So the Blue Devils gaining 8 on their first run. The Chiefs on their first run fall incomplete here. bring up 3rd and short.
This is a big play for the Chiefs.
Well, it's a big play for the Chiefs and the Blue Devil defense to make a statement for the momentum of the second half. They give it to Harris.
I don't think he got it.
Stood up. I don't think he got a yard either.
No, linesman right, no gain.
No gain on the play.
I think they backed him up a yard a little bit.
Looked like there was a hole there, but it was filled quickly.
A lot of time here by Capac. Sending in the punt team. They thought about it. Why not?
Well, a lot of game to be played. Well, and here, too, you're the Blue Devils. You watch for the hard.
Watch for the hard count, exactly. Watch for the hard count. Try and draw them offside.
Davila back deep for the Chiefs.
Back to punt, Davila.
Leach to receive.
They're going to have to take a timeout here.
Yeah, they just burned a timeout. When you're down 21-0, though it's early, third quarter, you blow that timeout early. That
hurts.
That's been a sign of the Chiefs' season this year as they come into this game 1-4.
I think they're seriously contemplating going for this one. I mean, what do you have to lose? You're down 21. It's homecoming. You don't want to give the Blue Devils another 6 minutes like they had in the first half. Try and go for it here. Take the wind out of their sails early. Maybe you march down, make it a 2-score game. Understandably, you give them the ball on the 28-yard line. Really putting your defense in a bad situation, but
I'm punting here.
Oh, hey, devil's advocate. Devil's advocate.
Blue Devil's advocate. Here we go. Davila again back. Kick is away. End
Good
over
kick.
end. See what kind of bounce it takes. It rolls dead at about the 36-yard line. Nice punt, no return for the Blue Devils as they'll take over there. Well, the Blue Devils defense answered. They a quick 3-and-out. I question the Chiefs' second down pass play.
They just ran for 8 on that first down.
Right.
Muster it up again.
Well, and you want to shorten the game even though you're down 21.
Exactly.
You don't want to get the Blue Devil offense going. Blue Devils come out with twins left. Looks like Skatska in the backfield. Gets it off tackle right, coming right out to hammer the ball and run. Gain of about 4 on the play, bring up 2nd and 6. So they're starting off how they started the game, running smash mouth football. That's how they opened up their passing. See what they do here. Boyd under center, twins left, offset eye left. Off tackle right, gives it to Skatska. Tough kid in there, tough runner. He's going to be right at the marker. It's first down for the Blue Devils. Nice run there after contact. The yak, yards after contact. He got hit after maybe a gain of 1. They didn't wrap up. He bounced off of it and rambled for another 7 yards.
You've talked about that a lot, how hard of a runner he is, always keeping the feet moving.
Well, he's got a good he understands the center of gravity, never loses that edge. Boyd under center.
Here they come again. Made the first line miss.
Running hard in there. Skatska, gain of about 6, bring up 2nd and 4 on the play.
It's funny, Capac's bringing a lot of pressure, but they're bringing it right up the middle. They pick those blockers up. Skatska with a quick little move, to the B gap or the second gap there, and he picks up a quick 5.
78. Nick McCauley was pulling on that one, and that play happened so fast that it happened in front of the pulling, and he didn't get the block because it was so fast with Skatska running up in there, but Skatska making a man miss and running hard. Quick pass to Leach. He's got the angle and the edge, that quick feet.
There's that speed we've talked about.
Forced out of bounds by a host of Chiefs. Gain of about 12 on the play. First down Blue Devils. Beyond the Chiefs 36-yard line.
Nothing fancy.
And that's how the Blue Devils started out. Nothing fancy. Off tackle right, off tackle left. Moving the ball, open up that big passing lane with all those weapons they have. See what they do. Same formation. Offset I left. Twins left. McKernan in front of Skatska. Give it to Skatska on the trap. Hard running in there. He rumbles about 15-yard gain to about the 22, 23-yard line of the Chiefs. Nice job in there by that big defensive smart line that the Blue Devils have. This is exactly what the Blue Devils want. First possession of the second half, a 3-and-out for the Chiefs. Get the ball back, methodically drive down, score, put the game away. A lot of game to be played, but the Chiefs only have 48 yards total offense thus far. They're going to be hard-pressed to score, kind of like the Spartans of Michigan State. No offense to any Spartan fans out there. I'm with you. Skatska, nice cutback. He's got the edge. He's going to scamper into the end zone, lowers his shoulder, touchdown. Excellent cut there. The defense was overflowing to the right side. Our right, their left. Skatska saw it. The wall lined up perfectly. We had the perfect angle for it. He cut back left. You know, they always say get through that first tier, look left, cut left, and go, and you'd be untouched, and that's what happened. Nice run there by Skatska. Very well blocked by the Blue Devils. Extra point away from making it 28-0 Blue Devils.
Now on this extra point, tries Skatska will tip it back to Zalewski.
So we saw, 16 rushing attempts in the first half. We've seen 6 here in the first possession, and 7 more points up on the board.
Kuntze's extra point is good, making it the Blue Devils 28. The Chiefs, nothing with 7:34 to go in the third. It's been all Blue Devils on this 2013 homecoming. Excellent night, beautiful weather. Couldn't ask for anything better. The old Michigan weatherman, who's right maybe 5% of the time, was predicting showers and thunderstorms all day yesterday and today. The showers came a little bit in the thunderstorms last night in the middle of the night, but
nothing like they were predicting, obviously, and got it south. They stayed down in the Ohio region, and here we are for a great night for homecoming. It's kind of funny. You can feel the breeze switching a little bit.
Yeah, that other front's coming through.
It's cooling off.
Well, it's supposed to be nice, tomorrow too.
Yeah.
But I hate to say it out there, Blue Devil fans, but they were calling for winter blizzard in the Dakotas. So we're not too far away from that.
Yeah, thanks. Thanks for reminding us. Hey, at this time we want to welcome Erica Schaefer and Carly Colts to the broadcast team here on Richmond Channel 6. Jason Collins, our producer. Jason Robbins. See, Jason Collins, I'm thinking basketball there. Jason Robbins,
yes, you are.
Our producer. Welcome.
Yeah, Erica's on camera this third quarter, and then Carly will be joining and doing the camera fourth quarter. Jordan Adams' kick fielded at the 10-yard line. He's got a lane. He's got one
man to beat. Ottenbacher.
He's got one man to beat. Here comes pursuit by Jordan Adams. Jordan Adams ran the whole length, was going to try to make the tackle at the 15-yard line, reversed his field and came back.
And caught him.
That blue dart you just saw coming back from right to left was Jordan Adams. Talk about a hustle play. That's one that I would show over and over to my team, saying, play's never over. What a play. He saved the touchdown there. But that's going to be, see if that's a spark for the Chiefs as they have the ball on a very nice return to the Blue Devils, 36-yard line. See if the Blue Devils defense stiffens. So let's see what Boyers and the Chiefs do in this second possession of the second half. 3-and-out on their first. Inside handoff to Harris. He gets about 3. It'll bring up second and 7. A quick handoff. Fullback dive. So, see what the Chiefs dial up here. And now, you always talk about 4-down territory. I believe 28-0, you're in 4-down territory here.
Absolutely.
I'm surprised coming Passes up, and it is
almost intercepted.
Almost intercepted. Nice play there by 24, Sam Tavano. He was beat for a second, but he recovered nicely to break that up.
Closed in nice, made up that ground, and knocked it away. A little bit too much air under that one, allowed Tavano to get back in, but haven't seen that from the Chiefs yet, anything deep.
Yeah, a little underthrown too, so that'll bring up 3rd and 7 for Boyers and the Chiefs. A little trickery here with an inside trap. 24 making Blue Devils miss. Taken down by Jordan Adams. Gain of a first down, though. Nice little run and play there. Helsel on the carry. See what the Bishop and the defense call here. So the Chiefs knocking on the door after a nice return. Inside slant, underthrown.
It was there.
Yep, Tavano on the coverage. Yeah, I'm not so sure that if that was thrown up, though, Jordan Adams might have picked it off. He was right there in that lane. Very nice play. You know, Jordan is coming off that outside linebacker spot, and he's making tackles in the backfield. He's making tackles down the field. He was in the passing lane there. It's been a nice game for Jordan.
He's been all over. You're right. Busy night.
2nd and 10 for the Chiefs, as they're in that traditional Delaware wing tee with a flanker near side. Inside handoff to Harris. You know, I think they've gone away from that a little bit too much tonight. Harris has had some nice runs in there, and they haven't stuck with anything. He gained 5 on that play. It's 3rd and 5. He's had 8-yard runs, 6-yard run, 4-yard run here. Now, granted, they haven't had a lot of offense, but he hasn't done bad. So 3rd and 5, definitely 4-down territory here for the Chiefs. See what they have dialed up.
A lot of subs in and out for the Blue Devils.
Nice to see on a homecoming night, up 28-0. Motion near side, give it to Harris. Backside, tripped up.
79.
Is that Peltier?
I think that is Peltier.
Yep, Peltier, nice play in there.
4th down.
4th and 4.
Capac quickly to the line.
Oh, they're trying to field goal.
They want to get some points on the board.
This will be a 34-yarder against the wind, and it's a pretty good win. That flag is brisk. Trying to get on the board, though, to get rid of the goose egg. Number 10, Nick Galiski, places down. Kick is up, and it is no good. Wide left. Wide left. For you Florida State fans out there, it was wide left. It was not wide right.
I don't blame them. I don't blame them to try and put some points on the board, but they just ran the ball 5 yards of crack again, and then they go away from it.
Well, if you're looking at their team, I mean, they're playing, 80% of their kids playing tonight are underclassmen. So you're down 28-0 against a team that's better than you. You want moral victories. And that would have been, get some points against the Mighty Devils, and, you'd feel pretty good about it. So, Blue Devils come out in that same formation, second possession here in the third quarter. Inside handoff, given to 26 Evans. Gain of about 5 on the play. We'll call it 6, 2nd and 4, long 4.
Gramzo on
was that? Yeah, Gramzo.
More subs.
Yeah, Gramzo is 26. Evans is 36. Well, we said Blue Devils come out. We'd like to see them come out and establish a run and smash Moss football, and they're definitely doing that, running the ball well. Looked like a little miscommunication on the line there on what play that was. Skatska for no gain. In fact, a loss of 1. Bring up 3rd and 7.
Capac still jamming the middle.
6.
That speed of the Blue Devils, like to see him try and pop something on the outside.
See what they have dialed up on a 3rd and 6. Again, 2013-14 Blue Devil homecoming. Great night so far, great result on the scoreboard. Boyd under center. Here comes the blitz, picked up nicely. However,
they ran right into him.
Ran right into the blitz.
So that's going to make it 4th down and about 7. Loss on the play of 1.
So it'll be 4th and 7 for the Blue Devils. They sent out the punt unit.
So it'll be 4th and long, 4th and about 7.
Blue Devils keeping it between the tackles on this series.
By the Richmond band. And we'll also have the drawings for the 50-50 and also the band booster raffle. Action pack.
See what the Chiefs do, what kind of field position they get, what kind of kick McKernan gets here.
Might have to use the timeout. They're one guy short.
Oh, you hate to see it as a coach. You know, nice snap, better catch, end over end, coming near side. Goes out of bounds at the 42-yard line of the Chiefs. Nice punt, no return. 2:17 to go in the 3rd. Your Blue Devils 28, Chiefs nothing on a beautiful October 4th, 2013.
Awful quiet. Isn't it awful quiet?
Yeah, it was energetic early. It was 21 points in the first 6 minutes, and then, back and forth mistakes by both teams. We'll see what Boyers and the Chiefs come out with here. Fake. Brady was on him. He's got a man open. 24, nice catch, Boyers. Nice pass to 24. Hustle.
Brought down by Dustin Leach, number 8, but it'll be 1st and 10.
Dustin Leach with the tackle. Nice play, biggest gain from the line of scrimmage for the Chiefs tonight. It all started with the play action. Hold those linebackers, quarterback got outside, and then 24 ran a post route. Nice play, Chiefs. Motion near side. Boyers gives it to him. He's got the edge. He cuts back. Chased down by McKernan at about the 9-yard line. Let him get outside. So the Chiefs are in the red zone knocking at the door. 2 big plays. Their 2 biggest plays of the night.
It'll be interesting to see here. Blue Devils obviously want to try and keep a shutout.
See what the Blue Devils have dialed up. I have a feeling they're going to send some pressure.
You almost have to try and get some life going here.
They give it to Harris, sniffed out by the Blue Devils.
It looks like the defense just needs something. It needs a big hit or a spark. There's something to get everybody back into it and wrap up the last 13 minutes of this game.
Well, there was no gain on the play. In fact, maybe a loss of a half a yard, bring up 2nd and goal. The Blue Devils were ready for the inside handoff there. See what the Blue Devils come up with defense with their stunts. See what the Chiefs call here. They try to boot Boyers out. Motion far side. They give them.
Nice cut inside.
Over pursued. Touchdown Chiefs. Yeah, they a little over aggressive on that far side. The outside linebacker and in over pursued. It was a very nice cutback. Brendan Gold. Very, very good run on his part. Nice patience. He waited for them to over pursue, and he cut it right behind them and scampered into the end zone.
And you saw a little bit of emotion from the young Chiefs there. Hey, there's a whole quarter of football left.
Extra point is no good. It was a good boot. A lot of foot into it, and it went a long way, but it wasn't between the uprights. Gillespie's kick is no good. Makes it Blue Devils 28. Chiefs 6. Keith Bartels, Ken Belarge, Richmond TV with 33.9 seconds to go, third quarter. Check us out, www.richmondtv.org.
Obviously, probably watch for an onside kick here. And they tried to sneak one in first play of the game, intentional or not.
Yeah.
But
if I was the Chiefs, down 22, you're down 3 possessions. I'd kick it deep. You're running out of time, but I'd kick it deep because when the Blue Devils have had to go the distance, they haven't been able to sustain anything, and they shot themselves in the foot.
This is the type of game that's a test. We talked about it a lot with the Imlay City game. Team coming in, obviously a better team. They proved that in the first 6 minutes of this one. And they've really fought to keep that intensity and keep that momentum.
Right.
You've seen drop passes. You've seen missed plays. You've seen things you typically haven't seen all season from the Blue Devils. I'm sure the coaching staff will address those this week.
Looks like Harris is teeing it up to kick off here. First kickoff since the beginning of the game. First kick bounced off an upper lineman.
There it is. Inside.
And that's up.
That's an onside kick. I think they got it. It went 10 yards.
Kick. Whose ball?
Capac's ball. He's got it.
We're waiting for the official. Was it touched early?
Well, if they're marking it there, it's Richmond's ball. If it's marked on the other side of the 50,
then that's a flag, though.
If it's
here again, we got indecision. If the ball was touched there by the Chiefs,
it's illegal touching. It's a penalty.
It's a penalty. It should have been a flag.
Okay. I'm confused.
I am too.
Add something else to the wackiness of this evening.
Well, yeah, on an onside kick, if it doesn't go the 10 yards and you touch it, the flag comes out and it's called illegal touching, and you can decline the penalty and take the ball.
Take the ball there,
or you can make them kick again. Which, why would you do that? So I don't get that.
Anyway, 1st and 10, Blue Devils on the 49.
But again, indecision by the guys in stripes that caused the controversy. Same formation for the Blue Devils. Tight end near side, off tackle right. Skatsker running hard.
Watch out from behind.
Nice,
care of the ball.
Nice run for the Skatska and the Blue Devils. He wasn't touched until he was 12 yards down the field.
He ran right out of his shoe.
About a 20-yard gain on the play.
That'll probably be the last play of the third quarter.
That will be the last play of the third quarter with your Blue Devils 28, the Chiefs 6, in a lopsided statistical game and score.
So stay tuned for a special presentation by the band and also then
So, if you're the Chiefs, they went for that 34-yard field goal to build momentum for next year because they are young, trying to build, and you're playing the best team in the league, undefeated Blue Devils. Have 2 more league games left. They have 1 more test. Next week we'll be back here against the Muskrats of Algonac. And then the week after that, they're on the road to Yale. Never easy. Yale's a pretty good team. And that will determine the Blue Water Area Conference Championship. And then the end of the season at Luther North, who's playing tough and good football right now. You see what the Blue Devils have as they wrap out their 3 games. They have a quarter left here to put these Chiefs away. Blue Devils marching.
You're right, Keith. I mean, you don't want to have the boys look ahead to anything. You want to finish strong. We talked about it early. We've talked about it very often about putting your opponents away when you have the opportunity, not letting them hang around, not letting them stay in it. They need to get that killer type mentality, or against the better teams that could come back and haunt them.
So McKernan on the carry here to start this fourth quarter. I almost said period again. Hockey started this week. So 2nd and 7 for the Blue Devils, up 28-6. I think you're going to get a whole dose of running here for the Blue Devils.
You'd think so. You want to see that clock run. Probably see a bunch of subs come in and out.
The first one for the band boosters is 395-1062.
So Boyd under center still with McKernan behind him in the eye. Slot receiver and split near side. Off tackle McKernan. Looked like he might have lost his footing there a little bit. Number 2, Webster on the hit.
Second prize winner is number 395-1216.
Jeremy Webster, a 10th grader. You're going to see him more in the next couple of years.
Absolutely.
So 3rd and 7 for the Blue Devils.
3 and 7.
McKernan again.
Drags about 3 or 4 Chiefs. He's going to be close to a first down. They haven't said for the clock to stop, so I think he's going to be a little bit short.
I think you go for it. I don't think it looks like you're rubbing anything in going for it here. I mean,
yeah, with the stiff wind that's blowing right now, you just not a bad situation though to practice your field goal either.
But try and get the first down. Try and run the clock going. I
4th
don't,
and inches. Yeah, you make it a no doubt situation.
Exactly.
The Chiefs haven't been able to move the ball consistently all night. Boyd gives it to 24. Looked like Sammy Tavano.
Yeah. Now for a Blue Devil first down.
26. No, that was Gramzo.
Is that Gramzo?
Nice hard run in there by Gramzo to get that first down, that quick hitter. Clock keeps going. Blue Devils 28, Chiefs 6.
Blue Devils not in any hurry now.
Let's see what happens here. McKernan.
Right up the middle. Nice run, nice cut. Eby into the end zone. Yes, touchdown.
Touchdown, Blue Devils. The sign was late, but he was running hard. Had 2 or 3 guys to beat there at the end, but he smelled that goal line and jumped and reached and stretched that ball over nice to see him giving the ball to McKernan there, a senior that's been a very dedicated student athlete for the Blue Devils. Nice touch to give him his touches on the homecoming night. Kuntze, extra point attempt. Nice snap. Hold is.
Hey, look. Make a decision here, guys.
Did you see it or not? It's good. I don't know what they.
Oh, boy.
Again, indecision. Nobody.
Just make a decision.
Not one person in the stadium. Not one person in the stadium knew if that was good or not. So since nobody, and you're looking, you're
right there.
You're right there, and you're looking straight up.
It's not hard. The ball either went between the 2 big yellow things above you, or it didn't.
So if it's close, I mean, you look at, okay, let's say you did freeze for a second, you weren't sure. You got to make a decision, good or not good. But he walked out 10 yards.
Looked at his partner. Oh.
And said, was it good? I mean, you come out right away and you say wide left. Nobody says a word. Nobody saw it in the stadium. You're standing right there.
Underneath it.
If you say good, everybody's like, hey, made it.
Perfect.
But now,
kind of like the 9-yard no touching. What? This is goofy.
Well, now again, indecision causes controversy.
Yep.
So certainly, we encourage anybody interested in being an official to try to be one. It's not an easy job. It's a rewarding job. But if you are out there and you want to be official, just be decisive.
Exactly.
So 9:09 to go. Blue Devils 35. Well, how about 34 and a half? Could have said half good. So Blue Devils 35. Chiefs 6 in a rout on homecoming night 2013. Excellent crowd here tonight. It's one of those games in this rivalry that's either really close or it's a blowout. This is leaning blowout side.
Nowhere to go.
24 tackled by a host of Blue Devils there. That's Helsel. Well, the nice thing about big games like this on homecoming is you get a lot of
people in. Yep, a lot of jerseys will be dirty. Good call there. Keep everybody happy.
And of course, there's the big homecoming festivities tomorrow night. I mean, the dance.
Dances tomorrow.
The court. And Gaffney, student council rep, was the homecoming queen, and Betcher was the homecoming king. Both great kids. Great night to be a Blue Devil. Little trickeration.
He's open. Well underthrown. Look for the ball, Tavano. Oh. Had the win too.
That's one of those situations where, as soon as you see, and you watch pro football, they talk about this. You watch college football, they talk about this. And as soon as the receiver looks at the ball, you turn.
Oh, exactly.
He turned. Look, he has a pick.
Yeah.
So a little triggeration, though, on the old halfback pass. Jordan Adams with another nice pursuit and tackle there on 13. Brendan Gold. Gain of about 3 on the play, bring up 3rd and 7 for the Chiefs. So time is the enemy of the Chiefs right now.
And don't forget the Richmond Volunteer Fire Department's open house. October 13th. Fire Department located on Main Street. It goes from 7 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Boyer's pass complete to Harris. Who was that on the tackle? It'd be none other than Jordan Adams. Had a nice game tonight. Been all over the field. Chiefs are short by about a yard.
I don't think there's any doubt they're going to bring in the punt team.
Well, this is let's punt it and try to keep it respectable. Not a lot of numbers on that Capac Chiefs sidelines. Usually they have 30, 35 kids. Looks some low numbers over there. Our JV and freshman team beat their JV team last night. Our 8th grade one. So,
look for a fake.
I think it was a.
I think it was a direct snap, and he wasn't ready for it.
I think it was a fake, but he snapped it before the kid was ready like you said. Because Harris, number 32, is a pretty good athlete, made some good plays for the Chiefs tonight. It hit him right between the numbers. It's almost as if he was looking down, and it hit him right in the shoulder pads. Nice recovery to get the ball and try to get outside, but that Blue Devil athleticism and
A new quarterback for the Blue Devils.
Yep, Jake Schmidt's in there, get Boyd out. Boyd's had a nice game tonight. 3 touchdown passes in the first 6 minutes.
New receiving core, new running back.
Schmidt hands it off. Inside trap.
Is that Austin Thomas? Yeah.
42. No gain on the play. Bring up 2nd and 10. 6:56 to go. Keith Bartels, Ken Plards, Jason Robbins, Richmond TV.
Don't forget about Erica and Carly.
Yeah, we have new camera crew tonight. Erica Schaefer and Carly Kaltz. We check us out online, www.richmondtv.org. Cover all local events. Schmidt under center. Looks like Capac's coming, picked up nicely. Inside handoff to Gramzo. Gain of about 3, bring up 3rd and 7. Cheerleaders doing a nice job tonight, led by Kelly Mathis. We talked about her earlier, winning back-to-back state champions.
Yeah, great job by Coach Mathis and the Blue Devils cheerleaders. Got a lot of alumni back tonight off those state championship teams. Nice to see.
Yeah.
Got the younger girls from the elementary school from Lee here. You've got a lot of the middle school cheerleaders. Great program being built.
Yep. And continued, and great night to be a Blue Devil. This is going to be a delay of game.
Coach Fenwick. Can't forget about Coach Fenwick down there with Coach Mathis.
Yep. So that'll make a long 3rd and 7, even longer for 3rd and 12 with 5:36 to go. Blue Devils 35, Chiefs 6. Well, this is the 28th time that these two teams have played each other. And this will give the Blue Devils 21 wins. Number 80 on the reception, Alec Robertson.
You know, you mentioned it earlier, kind of a rivalry renewed the first few years there, 13-1. Blue Devils having their way with the Chiefs of Capac. Last 13 games, obviously, make it a little closer. 7 wins for the Blue Devils, 6 for the Chiefs. The Blue Devils putting a statement win here for sure.
Yep. After tonight, it will be in the last 14 years, 8 wins for the Blue Devils, 6 for the Chiefs. But overall, 21 for the Blue Devils. Fumble on the play. Going to turn it over on downs as that was 4th down. But 21 wins for the Blue Devils, 7 for the Chiefs in their 28-year history. Pretty lopsided, but like you said, closer or more competitive in the last 14 than the first 14 as the Blue Devils rattled off 13 out of those 14.
I think it's time for a little trivia question for you.
A little trivia.
Here we go. Since 1989, there's been
I was
5.
in high school.
I was too, now I think about it. But since 1989, there's only been 5 coaches of the Blue Devils.
5 coaches.
5 coaches since 1989. Who was the coach of that 1989 team?
So was that 24 years?
24.
Chiefs play African pass. Boyers rolls left. He had receivers, but he was running left, if not backwards. So we've had 4.
We've had 4 since 1990.
4 since 1990, so 5 in 89. Because I remember there in the early 80s to the mid 90s, in that 11-year period, there was 10 coaches.
Revolving door.
It was some bad times for Richmond football, and then when Coach News took over the program, he took over a winless program, and he didn't win in his first few years either. And there was quite the move to try to get rid of him because he wasn't winning either. You have 10 coaches in 11 years, and then here comes News, and he's been there 2, 3, 4 years and hasn't won. Well, the trend has been 11.
You have to change a whole attitude.
Yeah. So, but the trend though here too was, it's a revolving door. Let's try a new coach.
Let's try something else, right?
Well, they stuck. The district stuck with Coach Noose, and good thing they did because he rattled on. You can see the league championship banner there, all those championships that he won.
So you figured that out. So you're back to 90 when Noose took over. So who was that coach in 89 who Noose took over for?
I don't know. I'm finishing my league championship. The Blue Devils, I'm going to get to it. The Blue Devils won a championship in 1999, 2000, 2001, 2002, 2003, 2004. Didn't win it 2005, but then won it in 2006. That's all Coach News. He did a great job of building this program from where it was. And I don't know if it's true or not, but when I first came here, I heard that the Blue Devils were in the USA Today as one of the longest losing streaks for high school football in the country. And that culture took some time to turn over and turn around, and Coach News definitely did that. Now, back to the trivia question, as I'm looking at the little duck crossing the screen. So we had 5 coaches since 89, and that's 24-year period. That's pretty good. That's some pretty good consistency considering he had 10 in like 11 years. Let's see. We have Coach News, obviously. He was here for several years.
We'll play action again.
Bears throws out. He's got running room. And he runs out of bounds with 3:28 to go. First down, Chiefs. So so he had News started, I think, around 90. So you had him from 90 to 2006. So is that 16 years?
16.
So he was here 16 years, had a great run. And then after him was McKernan. And then Nettles. And then now you have the co-head coaches, which count as 1. Coker and Bishop. So that's 4. Let's see here. I think the coach that Coach News, this is throwback. We're going to 89. That's 24 years ago. I think it was Ed Kateria. Ed Kateria was the
fountain
coach.
of information. A fountain of information. He got it. But you hit the nail on the head. That was my point in the whole thing. We've had some great consistency, great program. A lot of good things happen for the Blue Devils.
2 in motion again by the
There's
Chiefs.
the flags.
This is coming back. He's open. He stopped running on his route because they all were indecisive there.
Right.
But, well, no, you're exactly right. The Chiefs right now are, you can obviously tell, are in, it's a tough time right now. And, this will be the second consecutive loss to the Blue Devils, as the Blue Devils beat them last year, beat them up pretty good.
Yep.
They're beating them up tonight, and based on that JV game last night, it looks like it's going to sway in the Blue Devil favor for a few years to come. But the Chiefs are going on their 4th or 5th coach in 5 years.
5 years. And you got to look at enrollment decline, too. Capac's gotten a lot smaller in those 14 years since, it's gotten a lot, 8 to 6.
Yeah.
Capac has been bigger.
I agree with you. Enrollment has a lot to do with it. However, I think that is a factor. There's no.
It's not the only one. Don't get me wrong. No, I agree.
I think if you have a solid, consistent coach in a program, you can survive enrollment periods of ups and downs.
Oh, exactly.
Yeah, but I think the inconsistency of 4 or 5 coaches in the last few years in Capac
It's hurt them.
It's hurting them. As the Blue Devils look to extend their streak to 2 years. That pass falls incomplete. 2:39 to go. 4th quarter. Blue Devils 35, Chiefs 6. Great night to be a Blue Devil. Great night on homecoming. Great to see all the alumni coming back and celebrating, and beautiful, absolutely beautiful weather. Still in the 70s. A little bit colder than it was today in the 80s, but
you got that wind picking up a little bit.
October 4th, you'll take it. I know
absolutely.
The bow hunters, it's bow season, started this Tuesday, and I know they're not real happy. They like it cold. They like to get those deer moving, but definitely a great fall with some extended time to get some stuff done around the yard. But I don't know if I'm going to be able to get anything done tomorrow because there's a great slate of college football
tomorrow. Great day of
tomorrow.
college football tomorrow. And then
baseball.
And
then you got the Lions at Lambeau Field.
1 o'clock. I think my patio furniture is staying out another week.
Yeah. So the Chiefs coming up on 4th down. You're going to be happy. They're going for it. You like them.
Where's the cliche? It's 4-down territory. My Dan Fouts impression. Oh, he's in trouble.
Yep. Blue Devils get a sack. Nice play there by 75 of the Blue Devils. Jacob Mathis on the tackle. That would be our cheerleading coach's son. Great to see him get out there, and he was pumped up after that sack.
49.
Alex Wyatt coming off the field. 55 is Adam Boyd.
Just saw Coach Mathis gave me the thumbs up. She saw her boy make the tackle.
See the Blue Devils, I'm sure they'll keep it on the ground here. Nothing but class out of Bishop and Kokert. Imlay City, we were on the 2-yard line with over a minute to go, and we were taking knees. Didn't punch it in, didn't need to. Schmidt under center.
Letting the young guys run it.
Hands it to number 9, Nick Daniel.
Right there to the back. Number 9. Brought down by Devin Russo. Running back is number 9, Nick Daniels.
Probably
Gain of 1 on the play. Bring up 2nd and 9 and 125 and counting.
see that a couple more times, and that'll be.
We will be back here next Friday night as we host the Muskrats of Algonac. Keith Bartels, Ken Pelarge, Jason Robbins, joined with Carly Kultz on camera and Erica Schaefer being part of the Blue Devil Richmond TV team. Schmidt under center. Quick handoff met immediately by 78 and 32 Harris. If I was to give an MVP for the other team, it has to be 32 Harris.
Absolutely.
He's played well tonight despite things not going as well. He's a junior. You'll hear from him again next year. 34 seconds and counting. We'll have one more snap, and then this game will be over as the Blue Devils improve to 5-1.
And if you think about it, the Blue Devils are about a foot away from being 6-0?
Yeah, foot away. Getting lots of points. So we have 13 counting down. Blue Devils victory. They will slap 5 and congratulate the other team, and then they will come over and do a tradition that Coach New started, singing the fight song in front of the fans with the cheerleaders and the football players. It's great to see. Join us next Friday. Keith Bartels, Ken Pelarge, Jason Robbins, Erica Schaefer, and Carly Kultz, Richmond TV. Great crowd. Happy homecoming. Be safe. 2013-14. See you next Friday night. We're signing off.